Welcome to Teshuvah on the Daf. We're holding in Zevachim Daf Chofei. The Gemara in the end of Amud Aleph brings where does the kohen clean the knife? The blood of the knife, where does he clean it? Answers the Gemara, Besfas Mazrik. On the edge of the Mazrik, on the edge of the Kli where the blood is. And how do we know that? The Gemara says in the Pasuk says, Kipurei Zohov. Meaning these kalim, these vessels that the blood are in it, which are called Mazrekim, they are called in the Pasuk Kipurei Zov. They're called Zov because they're made out of gold. And they're called Kipurei because what is Kipurei? Says Rashi, Kipurei is Lashon Kinuach, meaning Lashon of cleaning. When you want to remove something, Lashon Kinuach, that's the Lashon of Kippur. And Rashi brings two rayas that it's Lashon of Kippur, of cleaning. And one of them is the Gemara in Gittin that says, By lechipurei yadei bahu gavro. He's going to want to wash his hands with this person. When Nero and Kesar was coming to destroy Beis Hamikdash, he says, I know what's going to happen. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants Beis Hamikdash to be destroyed, but then he's going to wash his hands with me. He's going to punish me. So Kippur means to clean up, to wash up. This Rashi is equivalent to Rashi in Bereshis, Perek Lamed Beis Pasuk Chaf, where Yaakov Avinu is saying, Echapra Panov b'mincha. He wants to come and greet Esav. It says, Echapra Panov. So Rashi there says, what does it mean, Echapra Panov? I want to remove his anger. I want to take away Esav's anger. So I say, Lashon Echapra Panov, that's Lashon removal. Echapra, Kippur, is clean up, remove. And Rashi writes over there, V'nirei be'einai, I think in my eyes, Shekol Kaparah she'etzel Avoin v'chet. Every time it says Kaparah regarding an Aveira, and Shilpanim and regarding Chapra Panov, Kulam Lashon Kinuach V'Havarem. It always means to remove, to take away. And one of the rayas Rashi brings is the pasuk that we have in our Gemara, Kipurei Zov, because you go and remove the blood from the knife or from the hand. So Maharal, based on that, explains at one place is in the Gurarian, Bamidbar Perek Chavches pasuk Tezvav. Do you see from here the Lashon Kaparah, the word Kaparah, doesn't mean to rectify a sin. He said most people think the word Kaparah means to take away, to remove a sin. A person does something wrong, and he regrets it, and then how do you rectify the sin? The rectifying means Kaparah. So Kaparah, the translation of Kaparah is rectify. It says Mimele people have a problem, because the way it says in the Gemara, we learned in Masechet Shavuos, the HaKadosh Baruch Hu says regarding the Seir of Chodesh, Haviu alai kapara shemiati teisayarech. The Baruch Hu says, bring a kapara for me that I made the moon small. So people ask, how can it be? HaKadosh Baruch Hu needs kapara, he needs to rectify a sin chalila. But says the Maharal, kapara does not mean to rectify a sin. Kapara means to remove something. Like we have by here, Kipurei Zov. You remove a dirt, you remove blood, you take away something. It's a lashon of kinuach v'siluk, removing something. And by the way, says the Maharal, that's the word chatos too. Chatos is a lashon of something which is missing. He brings the lashon of pasuk, ani ubri ushloimer chatoim, meaning Batsheva is saying, me and my son Shlomo will be missing. Chatos means something which is missing. So when a person brings a korban chatos, he's filling up that missing void. The word kapara means to remove something from here, to remove the chisaron. So when HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Haviu alai kapara shemiat te'areach, means to remove the anger, so to speak, of the moon. Not that they need to rectify a sin, but it's to remove something which is missing. Because kapara means removal. With this, my Rebbe Moshe Shapir Zatzal used to always say, we know we have a day called Yom Kippur. In English, we call it an atonement day. Again, very referring to the same idea of rectifying a sin, of charato, of somehow how to fix a sin that happened. But for the Maharal over here, we see kapara means something else. Kapara means to take away something which is missing. Kippur lashon kinuach, something to remove something. And the Yesod is based on what Teshuvah is all about. And this is the Maharal in the beginning of the Sefer Teshuvah. What is Teshuvah? Teshuvah is the idea, the realization that the Aveira is not us. The we and our Aveira are two different things. Am Yisrael, when they have a Yom Kippur, when they have a day of Kaparah, and now we're coming soon to Hoshana Rabah, another day, the last day of the Chituv, taking away all sins, The main idea of Kaparah is the realization that the sin is not us. The main idea of Teshuvah is Am Yisrael comes and says, we want to do Ratzon Hashem. That we did it in Aveira, that's not who we are. It doesn't define us. It's something beyond us. So it's like a dirt. You have a dirt on your clothing, you clean the dirt. And the clothing becomes clean again. Because the dirt is not part of the clothing, it's just something above it. So you can just remove it. That's the main idea of Kaparah. And this we mentioned a few shurim ago, what Tzaddik explains, that by Goyim, there is Teshuvah only lehaba, only for the future, not for the past. Because by Goyim, they can't remove the sin that was before. It becomes part of them. They could just accept themselves not to do it going forward. But by Am Yisrael, you have the tremendous chiddush that Kaparah tells us that Aveira is not us. The realization that we are one thing and Aveira is something above us. All you need to do is to remove it. That's the idea of Kaparah, and that's the essence of Yom Kippur, a day of kinuach, a day of removal, a day of cleaning some dirt above us, which is not who we are. And this is the big yesod that we learn from this word that we have in our daf, that Kippur means kinuach. Kippur doesn't mean to rectify or to atone, but Kippur means to remove something which is not part of us. To join or to sponsor Shom Machshava Shiurim, please email shommachshava@gmail.com.